I think for me, the thing that drives me crazy is when people say women aren't interested in the news. And I think women are interested in the news. They're just not being spoken to, like much like the Daily Aus and what you're trying to tackle. And I think a really good example is like sports journalism, how it's the biggest sports category in Australia. Women have the lowest engagement with that category. But then you look at the stats within sports journalism and 83% of reporters are men. And the output of that is that 75% of the content focuses on on men's sport.
Yeah.
And it's just like, obviously women are going to engage less when the content is dominated and being produced by men. And I also think that the Women's World Cup and the Matildas was such a game changer because we saw female reporters being front and centre in telling the stories that matter.
And the viewership numbers,
and then it pushed up, like we saw women engaging with sport. And I just think that's what we're trying to do at Missing Perspectives. And I think it's exactly what you've done with TDA, where you're seeing young people engaging with the news because they're seeing themselves in the news.
And I would also add that to the myth that women don't care about news, that 85% of our audience is women.
Yeah, that's why we have similar audiences.
And that's not, we've never tried to go after women. We've never tried to attract women. It's not, I mean, I don't know how you do that in the first place, but we didn't do it. They have naturally found themselves a place with what we are doing. And the engagement that we see and the deep interest we see is just the best antidote to that myth.
So how did your audience become predominantly women? Like, do you know what it just...
I think influencers probably have a role because they would speak to their large audiences about what we were doing and they were probably predominantly women. But other than that, I genuinely don't have a hypothesis.